Hey guys, and happy Saturday. So today I'm going to be working with these two wood pieces. I pre-wrote or pre-etched out what I was going to be wood burning. I'm going to be using my wood burning kit. I've had it and I hardly ever use it, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to do so. These are two really simple ones, and you don't necessarily need the wood burning kit. You can use your Cricut. You can just draw it out, paint it, markers, whatever you want, whatever you have on hand, it would work fine. But like I said, I have my wood burning kit. I saw a couple things on Pinterest that I thought were kind of cool, so I just wanted to kind of make my own versions of them. So here we go. So the little egg is from Woodpeckers-Crafts, and I actually did a different DIY with these before, and I'll link those down in the description box. And at the end, I have a picture with both of the two different styles that I did with these eggs, so you can check that out. And then the cross is actually just a cross that I got from the Dollar Tree, and then I'm just using my ink, and this is just Distress Oxide ink. It's Tim Holtz. You can get it from like Joann's or Michael's. And I forgot what the color is. It's like I forgot, but it's a purple. Something preserves. But and I'm using this makeup brush, and I'm just taking some of the ink and just kind of putting it, around. I'm leaving the part that I etched out as is, and then I'm just taking the purple and kind of going around it just to give it a nice little color, give it an outline, kind of make that, the crosses and stuff pop. And I really like the way this turned out, and I may actually do a couple different ones, just, with some different designs on the inside of it. Not sure quite what I'm going to put in there, so this is the only one that I've made so far, but I think I'm going to make a couple more. I think I have 2 or 3 more eggs left from the ones that I received from Woodpeckers-Crafts, so I'm going to um, save those and do something with those. So then I'm going to go ahead and move on to the cross. And like I said, I got this from the Dollar Tree, and I wrote out what I was going to etch out, because my handwriting is not that great, so it took me a while to kind of do this. But I just freehanded it. I was like looking at a picture and I just kind of freehanded it. It's not perfect. It doesn't look, great, but I like the way it turned out. And the fact that I, did it by hand just kind of made it a little bit more special to me. But again, you can do whatever you want. If you want to use your Cricut, I have a Cricut. I just didn't feel like using it for this one. I wanted to use my wood burning kit. And like I said, I had these wood pieces that were just kind of sitting around, and I wanted to use everything up. So I just went ahead and did the He Is Risen. And I am, now speaking of He Is Risen, I am participating in the second annual He Is Risen collaboration. And this one's being hosted by Leah over at Junkernecker. And this is obviously the second time we've done this. We did this last year and it was amazing. It was so much fun. And we love doing this. We love spreading the real reason, for the season, and not that Easter eggs and bunny rabbits aren't fun, but the real reason that we celebrate Easter or the resurrection. And, I just don't want that to get overshadowed by all the fun stuff that happens during Easter. So we like to do this every year, and hopefully, prayerfully, we can continue to do this. And I will have a playlist in the description box down below, so you can check out everybody else's DIYs and see what they came up with. Last year was a hit. We came up with some really, really good DIYs. So let's see if we can, make up some good ones this year too. So yeah, so I'll have that in the description box, so be sure to check them out. And if you're coming over here from the playlist, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're returning, welcome back. If you haven't already, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you're notified every time that I upload a new video. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. So if you're coming over from the playlist, just leave me a message. Let me know that you came over here from the playlist so that I can say hi. I like to, interact with everybody in the comments. And I do have an Instagram. I have a Facebook page. I have a TikTok. I don't do a whole lot of other social media. I mean, I try to keep up with the other social medias, but it's a lot. And I'm kind of old school, so I don't do all of them as regularly as I should. But I do have all those other outlets. So if you want to check those out, I'll have all that information again in the description box so you can check it out. And, if you ever want to leave me a message, Instagram is probably the way to go unless you want to send me an email. I respond to all of them. So, feel free to leave me a message. And if you make some projects for, if you want to join in on the fun and you want to make some projects and just show us, you can send me pictures and I'll post them over on my Instagram or on my community feed here. I love to show, what my viewers are making too. It's kind of fun just to see what you guys come up with. So see if you got any inspiration from things that we've done. I love seeing what everybody comes up with. So like I said, if you have something that you want to show, send me a picture and I will gladly put it on my Instagram, like I said, or put it on my community feed and share it with everyone else. So I'm just going over everything here, just trying to make sure that everything's dark enough because I kind of went over it lightly. I didn't want to go too, if you put too much pressure on it, it kind of makes divots in the wood. So I had to, be careful. I'm still learning how to use my wood burning kit. My son bought it for me a few years ago and I don't use it very often. So I'm no pro, I'm no expert. I don't have any really, really helpful tips or anything like that. But I do know if you put too much pressure on it, it makes really, really deep divots and doesn't look as good. So I have this wood napkin ring and I think it looks like a crown of thorns. So I like to use these when I'm making my heisrisen. Like whenever I'm making something like this, I tend to use these just because I really like the way that they look. And so I'm just putting it on the top and it fits perfectly on the little egg there. So I just put a couple dabs of hot glue on there just to make sure it doesn't fall off. And then I'm testing to see if I like the way that this looks on the edges there. So I went ahead and just went around on the outer, like that outer portion of it, of the cross here, just to give it a little bit of color, make it pop a little bit. And not only is purple my favorite color, but it's the color of royalty. And it always, brings me back to the resurrection when they have the, the story of the purple robe and stuff like that. So I like using purple on Easter and it just helps that it's my favorite color. So I just went ahead and went around the edges. You can do this, you can use a marker, or you can just leave it as is. You don't have to do this. I just thought it would look nice and kind of match with my egg. So that's why I went ahead and did that. And it looks like I'm really doing it really fast, but it took me a while. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't go too far over the parts that I etched there. But yeah, so I just went ahead, did that, and went all the way around, and I really like the way it turned out. And I like using this makeup brush. It gives you a little bit more like control. I mean, a paintbrush works well too, but this works really well for like shading. So that's why I like to use it, and it works really well with inks. So that is it, guys. That's all I did with these. And be sure to check out the playlist. Be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button. And until next time, be blessed and be the reason someone smiles. Bye, guys.